toughest of terrors, I am the darkest of days. I'm the last one that's standing, they'll try to stand in my way. Cause I've been up against better, just take a look at my face. Cause if you're messing with me, I am a dangerous weapon. I am the sharpest of blades, I'll cut you down in a second. Cause I was born in this pain, it only hurts if you let it. So if you think you can take me, then you should go and forget it. And after all this time, you're back for more. I won't stop until they know my name. So I'll take what's mine and start this war. I'm coming at you like a tidal wave. When everything you know has come and gone, your lowest, I am rising high. Only scars remain of the war. We're finding the ashes, seals in the sun. When there's no one left to carry, this is an illusion. Open up your eyes, there's pain persists. I can't resist, but that's what it takes to be infinite. So look around you and tell me what you really see. I never end, and that's the difference in you and me. Cause when your time is up and everything is falling down, it's only me and you who is gonna save you now. So look around you and tell me what you really see. You live a lie and that's the difference in you and me. I have the power, let me show you what it's all about. It's only me and you who is gonna save you now. Who is gonna save you now? I am the tallest of mountains, and don't you ever forget it. If you step in the ring, then you're gonna regret it. Yeah, cause if you're messing with me, then you should know that it's over. I don't crumble for nothing, I got the world on my shoulders. When everything you know has come and gone, your lowest, I am rising high. Only scars remain of the war. We're finding the ashes, seals in the sun. When there's no one left to carry, this is an illusion. Open up your eyes, there's pain persists. I can't resist, but that's what it takes to be infinite. So look around you and tell me what you really see. I never end, and that's the difference in you and me. Cause when your time is up and everything is falling down, it's only me and you who is gonna save you now. So look around you and tell me what you really see. You live a lie and that's the difference in you and me. I have the power, let me show you what it's all about. It's only me and you who is gonna save you now. Who is gonna save you now?
The sun is falling in the sky beyond. Light is fading from our world. The sun is falling in the sky beyond, and light is fading from our world. Now's the time of reckoning. The final battle has begun.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the time has hit 0. You know what it means. It's time for a live stream. So we're going to go straight to our live stream side over here. So, what is up, guys? It's Brownie, the JCG Gamers, charging you with joy with tonight's live stream of Dungeons & Dragons. Welcome to Perception Check. You guys must have rolled pretty high to find us tonight. So, let's get ourselves our team in play. So, if the team are here, I think so.
Did Magnus can get up to with that?
Good question.
And I literally joined at that moment. In fact, hello everybody.
There's Alpha.
Hello.
Hey guys,
And Caitlin just arrived here. Hello, Caitlin.
And
Sorry
there's a
about
normie.
No, it's okay. Everything all right?
yeah, I was just busy. I was busy doing something.
Ah, fair enough then.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. So now we are literally just waiting on the last one.
I haven't. When do you think Dell will be on?
She was on a moment ago. Don't worry. She was on. Sorry guys, we apologize about this. She literally was on a sec. Oh, who's Morse coding?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that's my phone. You serious, dude?
Everything okay?
No, I dropped my phone before, and now it's fucking gone. No.
Now it's thinking it's Morse coding.
Oh, I
literally-
didn't
it
press
did
the
sound like
goddamn
Morse code, I can
button. Fucking hell, dude.
Unless
So
it went
confused.
into the toilet, you should be fine.
No, because I dropped my phone on concrete, and now every time I press the home button to exit out of something, it's gonna make that fucking buzzing noise.
Ooh.
Ew.
Oh, this should be fun. All right. Anyway, I think... Oh, I see Dell online as well, so I think we can finally make some progress. So, how's everyone doing besides that?
Tired.
I'm alright.
I'm okay.
Fine. Before we begin, group hugs.
There we go.
Group hugs.
Hello?
Dell!
Hello.
Hey,
Do we
Dell.
start?
Yeah, we're literally live right now.
Welcome to the
Ah,
party.
jeez, I thought I was still doing the pre-stream. I was just setting everything up.
Nope, you're too late.
Ladies and gentlemen, we planned ahead for this.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's okay, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. Everyone has F-ups. We all have F-ups. So it's cool. Everyone's cool, right? Cool? Everyone's cool?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, while we get things fully set up here with everyone, let's do our proper introduction because we really need to have that going. So, welcome everyone to Perception Check. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. So, tonight, I will be your Dungeon Master, Brownie of the JCG Gamers. And joining us tonight, our intrepid band of heroes. We have Magnus being played by Chopper.
Yo.
We have Goldie being played by Caitlin.
Hey.
We have Trilly being played by Aeon.
Hello.
We have Zelion being played by Dell. And we have Mugbeard being played by Raven.
Beer.
Well, that's one way to start a hello.
Yes.
Anywho, to our people watching, I think it's time for a little bit of a recap. So, let's get our lovable little tune. I have this tune renamed in my entire chat here. I've got it renamed as Moment. Its original name, just for the heads up, is called Solemn Vow. No, I do not want a fucking email right now!
Jesus.
A fucking email notification came up! Alright, anyway. Let's get this shit on the road. Shall we, people?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, let's see how we do tonight. So, last time, here's what happened. After the events outside of the Broken Chalice, our heroes met up with a very strange figure. The figure revealed himself to be Fern, a Forborg who apparently has, by word of mouth apparently, said that he has met all of the heroes before and is a very good friend of Titanus. after the crew split up, with Goldie staying behind to keep an eye on the place and fixing it up, whilst the others all went off to Fern and basically figure out the secrets about what exactly was going on. Arriving at his beloved little shack known as Tasty Tomes, the heroes discovered the secret history about what exactly the Black Pen was secretly after, and discovered the contents of the Shard of Azzy, which has been revealed to house an ancient dragon. The dragons have been revealed to hide within a few other stones that have been kept within 6 ancient kingdoms, and it is revealed that the Black Pen were after one more. But whether this was one more good, bad, or something just incredibly different, no one was to say, or no one was to know. Later that night, the team all met up back once again, and after managing to convey their findings to Titanus, the crew decided to relax and enjoy themselves for the evening, with a lovable drinking game between the two drunkards of Magnus and Mugbeard, and a lovable rendition of a wonderful poem being read off by Zelion to pass through the night. And it's then that, as the crew were heading for the night, the dusk had disappeared, and thus the day had been brought to an end. And now we're going to kick back in just as the night is actually coming to a close. We have one little thing to bring up just briefly. Goldie, you said you went off to bed, didn't you not?
Yeah.
Okay, well, as you're heading off to bed, there's actually one thing to basically mention. You suddenly hear you actually hear, Goldie, in your room, just as you're settling down, you hear outside your room this... You hear this sound of footsteps, and you just hear behind the door a familiar noise.
Oh,
Monkey.
Fury!
The monkey.
Yes, Fury is actually banging on the door, just waiting for your orders to sort of like...
Oh, I'm coming. Hold on.
You guys all hear this banging from Goldie's door at that point, and just at that point, some of you open your doors, and you're just coming up from the bar area, and you can just see the familiar baboon just sort of knocking on the door.
Just unsummon him.
This smart monkey.
Do you mind? Some of us have got to talk to birds in the morning.
At least
her.
Why don't you come in and sleep with me tonight?
He just follows you. He just follows you into the room. He just looks back at everyone else and just goes...
I sort of glare at everyone.
I shut my door.
Good night. I just say, good night. I close my door and just go back to bed.
I just slam the door. Loud.
So you slam the door, and you just hear this echo that just echoes, and it echoes around the whole of the tavern, with Olga getting slightly surprised in the room, just like, what's going on in there? But Titanus is still there. He just sort of just mulling over his beer a little bit as he just sort of gets his robe and just walks out. And at this point, the time is about just coming close to midnight. Now, Goldie, as you're just getting yourself adjusted for the evening, Fury just sort of looks over you for a brief moment and just sort of stands there just looking at you, a bit confused, sort of bewildered by what was going on.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm fine. Just have a lot on my mind.
Just sort of tilts his head a bit more just the other way, just sort of like... He just sort of walks slowly towards you and just stands there just looking at you.
I pet him. I guess. I'm thinking about what Voro said about the dragon charm, about what the crystals have. He said they're containing dragons. and the Black Pen might be using them for evil, but what if I could use them for good? After all, I'm descendants of my kind is descendants of dragons. So why can't a dragonborn be able to control them and maybe make them do good things instead?
He sort of just looks a little bit, and he just sort of nods a little bit, sort of like he's sort of understanding you, and he's just acknowledging that you've got this off your mind, and is just happy to know that you're at least looking a little better.
And plus, it'd be sort of satisfying to have the dragon turn against the Black Pen. Sort of this karma thing, you know?
He just bangs his chest a little bit. But as it just turns to about midnight, you look at Fury, and for a brief moment, he begins to glow.
Fury?
And he just sort of looks at you with a little smile, and then he vanishes. And in that same spot, you see the same pink object that you picked out of your bag, and it's just lying there in the center of the room.
I forgot. You can only stay out here for 24 hours. I pick up the item and put it back in the bag.
Okay. So, is that everything else? So, does anyone else have anything else they want to do for the evening? Just to clarify before we finish up.
I got one thing to clarify. Whose room am I in? Did
anyone,
Mugbeard drag me to his room?
did
Am
anyone,
I lying on the floor in a
did
heap?
anyone offer?
Oh, he's in my room.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so as Goldie is having this nice conversation with Fury and just reminding herself of her magic, in the other room, Mugbeard, you drag Magnus into the room and you just lay him down flat on a nice velvet rug that is in your room.
Nope.
No.
Straight on the floor. And I'm throwing my clothes over his head so he doesn't snore too loudly.
Oh, you are going to pay for this.
I offer you my room and I'm going to pay? No.
Is Magnus like passed out or something?
Yes,
Magnus
I am
is
very
still-
much
he's
so
still out
passed
from
out.
He's still out from the drinking game.
Well, time for me to sleep. Good night.
So you just settle into the bed, and Magnus is just sprawled up with his clothes just scattered all over his body. It's not the most neatest thing due to how sort of slightly much the alcohol has got to Mugbeard a little bit. Obviously he's used to this, but it has affected his eyesight a little bit, so they're not the neatest clothes all over you, so to speak.
No. Especially since they're adventuring clothes.
Oh, God!
Might contain blood.
Warning, terms and conditions apply. Oh boy. Okay. Anyone else got anything they want to do?
I think so. I think I'm good. Oh.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alright, so you all settle down for your evening. And so you all successfully get through your long night's rest, just as the heads up for you. So you all successfully get through long hours. And it gets to about 8:30 in the morning. It's sort of a nice it's sort of a slight crisp morning, and it's sort of a nice cool breeze. And as the breeze goes through one of the windows in Mugbeard's room, it sort of gently touches against Magnus's face.
What time is it?
Oh, hey guys.
Shit, the sun's up!
Oh,
I just
Great.
gonna go for a few minutes, okay?
okay, go. Okay, Caitlin.
Sorry.
That's alright. As long as
What?
just come back when you can, okay?
What in the fresh hell am I covered? That dwarf is gonna pay for what he did. I swear.
You just look up and you just
If
see Mugbeard just laid sort of facing the wall with his back to you, just gently comfortable on the bed.
If you weren't already unconscious. I throw all his clothes on top of him.
Okay, you just throw the clothes, just sort of almost about as messy as what he did to you earlier, and they just lay just gently on top of him.
I see no issues here.
So as the morning comes up, there is actually a knock on one of the doors, and it is on Trilly's room. There's just sort of faint. It's this faint sort of.
It's the haircut.
Dun dun.
2 bits.
Thank you. Excuse me, Miss Halfling. It's me, Fern.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Trilly will very quickly get dressed and answer the door.
Okay. So you open the door, and in the quick succession, you're not quite as fully, shall we say, neat as you normally go, but you're at least moderately dressed for the morning. Fern just sort of looks down at you, and his size has in that you can just see above the top of the door frame, just see the bottom bit of his nose. You can't really see his eyes from where you're standing. Sort of bends down just slightly to look and go, oof. Even here, the doors are not as kind to my kind. Anyway, good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry, I did say I was going to come bright and early, but,
So now fix the buzzing.
nope.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Nice one.
So as he's sort of speaking, he's just looking up at the rooms and just sort of like, and then he's just sort of gently just sort of puts his hand to his mouth and just goes, "Are the rest of you awake? We are needing you."
Moment. I need a shower.
Okay, but time comes short as. Okay.
I take quick showers.
All right. Well,
I'm probably still in bed.
all right.
I just get dressed as fast as I can and just open the door. What's going on?
And you just look to see this furbolg just standing in front of Trilly's doorway, and he just sort of turns and looks at you. Good morning.
Morning.
Anyway, Miss Trilly, I believe time grows short.
Yes, we need to hurry up and talk to this Silver Raven before it goes silent for 2 days.
That is the implication. Now come, Miss Olga is currently looking after it in the tavern room. Come with me.
And Trilly will follow him.
Okay. Is anyone else getting up and following, or is anyone still asleep?
I'm fucking sleeping, mate.
Fair.
Same.
I'm taking a shower, so.
Okay. So as the two are walking towards the room, Magnus just comes out and catches the glimpse of the giant figure who disappears down the corridor. The showers, just so you know, Magnus, they are literally opposite you on the other end of the corridor. Essentially, the rooms are like a long corridor that leads into the tavern, and the rooms go off in an opposite direction, almost like a T sort of shape. The shower is on the other end of the T, so to speak.
Ew. Okay.
So it's past like all the other rooms.
Alright.
Alright, so if you're going for the shower, you just go up there, go and relax and enjoy your shower as best you can. As this is going on, Trilly, you walk ahead of the giant furbolg, and you can see as you enter the tavern, this gentle little sight of the raven just sort of sat there on the table, sort of tilting its head as it's looking over some partial breadcrumbs that have been left in a nice silver bowl that have been waiting there. And you just see Olga, who's just looking over it. And the raven doesn't seem to be eating anything, and this is slightly discerning Olga, as she sort of has a hand to her cheek, and she's just a bit like, I thought all birds were just the same. You give a bird some bread, and honestly, you are a strange feathered one, aren't you?
Well, in all due fairness, it was a statue yesterday, so...
So Olga just sort of looks up at that moment and sees you there. Oh, Trilly, good morning.
Morning.
Did you sleep well, dear?
Well enough.
Oh, that's a relief. Anyway, I've been told to keep an eye on the bird just for a moment till you guys get here. I'll go get breakfast ready. I'll leave you two alone. So as she disappears down to go get the meals ready and stuff like that, Fern just sort of walks just a little bit ahead of you and just sort of taps the side of the table, and the raven just sort of looks up and gently hops onto his giant finger, which to the equivalent would probably be as thick as a long branch from a tree, but not quite the same. I'd say think like an oak-sized sort of branch, if that makes sense. And he just sort of hovers it sort of close and goes, now then, I believe, if I remember, we have about 20 minutes left, so we'd better make this quick.
Still followed them, right? They still followed them, right?
Yes, yeah. So at this point, Zelion, you sort of look around the giant figure, and you just sort of stand at the top of the stairs, and you just look in just as you get into the large room.
Right.
Oh, the bard awakens too. I see you're just in time.
You just greeted me a while ago.
Oh, sorry, you forgot. I'm still waking up myself. This bird caused me a heck of a madness this morning, but now's not the time to talk about that. Little halfling, are you ready?
Am I walking down the stairs at this point? Because pretty much my shower would be done by now.
It depends if you're finished with your shower at this point.
Yeah, I'm much done with my shower at
Okay,
this point.
so as you're finishing up your shower and you're just making your way back to the room, you sort of look down the corridor and you can see the sight of Zelion at the top, and you can see the sight of the other two just sort of briefly in a conversation.
What's going on, guys?
Oh.
I think Trilly's gonna communicate with the bird.
Good. I'll be there in a second. Tell me what she says. Go back inside and wake up Mugbeard if he isn't already awake.
Okay. So I'll leave you to decide if he's gonna wake up. But at this point, the raven just looks over at Trilly and just tilts its head and just sort of. Ah!
Well,
That was actually a really good bird impression.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I can keep this going for about 10 minutes a cast, so, and Trilly will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. So Trilly, you gently sort of put your fingers together, and then you touch the base of your lip. And as you rub your lip together, you see a little blue glow that goes over your fingers. And with that, you then look at the raven, and the raven just looks at you again. It tilts its head the other way, almost mesmerized by this bright light.
What was the last thing spoken to you before you last became a statue?
He just looks at you and just sort of flaps his arms a little bit, just sort of flaps like he's sort of gaining his movement for the morning. And then he looks at you and he just looks at you for a brief moment, trying to catch your wording. And then he just looks and goes, last thing received. Return to Master Feather with instructions and names of gems.
And because Trilly's the only one who can actually understand this, she'll relay that to the gathered group.
Hmm.
You then see the raven just sort of put its sort of wings back together, like it's sort of gathering its warmth for the day, but the bitter cold from the day still, as it is still warming up in the morning and such. And then he just looks back and goes, "Feather located. Told to head to Moral Village. Must be there in 3 days. Return to Quill when finding Shard. Meet up at Augustine."
Okay, is this relayed to us?
Yeah, you can assume that Trilly is relaying everything it says after it's saying it, yeah.
Alright. Augustine?
Augustine. It's spelled like August, like the month, but then you have I-N-E at the end.
So it's spelled like St. Augustine in Florida.
Basically, yes.
Patino.
Yes, that's essentially the same way to go about it.
So, what? Where's that?
You just see Fern just sort of look and ponder for a moment. Augustine. Oh yes, I know where that is. That's just a couple miles away from Moru.
Well, we do know Feather resides in Moru.
It's possible that they decided to meet up outside of Moru to avoid getting spotted, maybe. That's my speculation, of course.
Okay, Trilly, do you know what they're planning to do?
Trilly will ask Raven, do you know what they're planning to do?
You just see the Raven just look at you and goes, "Gems for Feather, gems for Quill, gems for all!"
Do you know what Feather and Quill look like, or what race they are?
Just ponders for a brief moment, and you see that despite all of this, he can sort of understand you a little bit, involving what you're trying to ask. Feather, dragon! Feather is dragon! Quill, be human! Old human!
Oh.
Then you just see the raven just sort of splat its arms out like it's trying to spread them in a large fashion. At this point, by the way, Trilly, there is about 2 minutes left on the spell.
What else do we ask it?
Well, I'm not sure. What else could we ask it?
Fern just sort of looks for a moment and then thinks, what about what gems they have? Do you think he might know anything about delivering any gems?
That's a good idea. What gems have the Black Pen already got?
You see the raven just look down for a brief moment, as if it's trying to recall for a moment exactly what it has done. It then looks back up, and with a little moment, it then says 2 words. Esto! Found Esto! You didn't see Fern just look for a moment. Esto. Oh no. That's the shard of the red dragon. They've got one of the dark ones on their side already.
Oh, great.
Oh, shit.
All is not lost. We might still be able to find the other ones. Well, quick, ask him if he knows where any of the stones are.
Do you know where any of the other gems are?
I feel like it's gonna end the spell.
It's at that point you see that the raven is actually beginning to sort of turn statue-like again, and as it's slowly forming up from the feet, coming up over its body, almost back to the silver style it was, it looks at you for a brief moment, and it just says, and it just sort of smiles a little bit and goes, ah! Found, yep, catalyst found, in Helix! And with that, he just goes, and he's just turned back into a silver statue.
I fucking knew it. Those anime tropes.
I planned that, just for the record.
I knew you
just
did.
for the record, I was waiting for 5 questions to be asked, and then that was it.
Damn.
So you just see that the statue just goes limp, and it just suddenly gets heavy on Fern's finger, and it begins to fall forward. He manages to catch it just briefly before it hits the floor, and he just holds it there in a giant cupped hand.
Well,
I am
that was something.
so glad my spell didn't run out before the birds finished talking. Oh,
What happened?
So
Magnus is walking in at this point.
yeah, about to say, you two have just turned around and you can see a slightly wet-haired Magnus who's just standing there in his standard clothing, just waiting for literally what was going on.
Yes. Also, I couldn't wake up Mugbeard. He is out cold.
Right. I relay what Trilly relayed to me.
Jesus. So they already got one?
it looks like it.
Oh, for crying! We gotta do this double time at this point. Where do they go? I heard something about Helix.
Yeah,
Apparently-
the bird thinks that we can find catalyst there.
Any other places I should know about?
That's the only location we could get for one of them, but we know Feather and Quill are going to be meeting up, or maybe they have already met up. I'm not sure on that.
Where?
And Augustine.
Right. No idea where that is. Anyway. What do you think we should do?
Best. I'll go
you,
get.
Zillion.
Right. I'll go get Goldie and tell her about this stuff.
Alright, good. I'll go try and wake up Mugbeard again.
And you see,
I go back up.
Sorry, you just see Fern just look at you for a moment. All right, I'll go grab Titanus. Truly, if Olga comes back, tell her to keep up stuff warm. We'll be back as quick as we can.
Righto.
All right, so Zelion and Magnus, you both make your way back up the corridor, and you stand outside the respective rooms. Zelion is standing outside the room next to his, which obviously is Goldie's. Magnus, you go back to the room where you were, which is obviously at the end of the left corridor.
Alright.
So,
All right, I knock on Goldie's door.
So Goldie just hit. So on Goldie's door, there's just this.
And I whack the door open in mine from my I do like a you know those kicks where you hit the door.
You mean
You
a
kick in the
movie
door?
kick, like if you're not gonna let me in.
I want to break down the door. Yes, exactly.
No, it's like that. It's like Oh, Timmy, I'm going to invade your privacy.
Here's
Oh,
Johnny!
no. Oh, Timmy, I hate to invade your
Yeah,
privacy,
that-
but as your parent, I need to have the right to do it anyway.
No. Oh, Timmy! Just so you know, I respect your privacy, but as your parent, I'm gonna come in anyway. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just open
that
up-
happened. That was the most real thing from that show. I swear.
I could just imagine Magnus doing that. He just knocks the door, and then this Mugby is just there talking to a green and pink axe. Mugbeard.
Oh, Mugbeard, I respect your privacy, but I'm coming in anyway.
So you just whack this door open with your big giant boot, and the echo just echoes through the whole of the tavern. Just this.
Wakey!
I'm flinch. Oh boy.
Why did I say that that I was gonna come with you guys?
So at this point, Goldie opens the door and stands in front of Zelion, slightly rubbing her eyes, and she's there just partially dressed, sort of slightly sort of bed sort of scruffed hair based on her, and she just looks up at Zelion while at this sight of a giant half orc just playing Knock a Door Run.
I kind of laugh nervously for a minute and just tip my hat just to be polite. Tip my hat at her. Morning, Goldie.
Yeah, whatever. Magnus, what you doing?
Waking up Mugbeard, the only way he'll understand.
Oh boy. Anyway, Goldie, we've actually got some information.
Oh,
I relay what Trilly relayed to me.
uh-huh. And what is this information? And if it's and if it has nothing to do with me, I don't care.
Okay, I tell.
Should I relay this back?
Yeah, please be.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
So the information to pass on, just exactly so you've got it, is the shard of Esto is currently in the hands of the Black Pen. The exact message that they got was that Feather was to return to Quill, to the city, to the town of Augustine, with whatever shard he was looking for. And at the moment, you guys know that there is a shard apparently found in Helix, and it is the Catalyst shard.
Mugbeard, get your fat ass out of there!
What do you think you're trying to do?
I move out of the way.
Goldie just sort of storms forward, like almost like a mother going up to get their child.
Mugbeard, I still have a bottle of booze. You want it?
What?
I have a couple of bottles of booze. That's a different story, though.
Mugbeard, you got 3 seconds to get out, otherwise I will empty all the beer down the drain.
Mugbeard, she'll do it. Mugbeard,
They'll
do it. They'll do it, Mugbeard.
If you want to do it, Caitlin, make either a persuasion or an intimidation check.
I
How
would
about
say
both?
that's persuasion. Wouldn't you
Persuasion.
go?
I agree with that.
Then make a persuasion check. In fact, make a persuasion with advantage because Mugbeard is asleep.
I'll give another advantage on that one.
So it's still just advantage.
With advantage because Mugbeard's asleep.
Well, actually, hold on. He's sort of.
How can I hear?
Yeah, you're sort of
That's-
you're sort of dazed, so it's counted as disadvantage. But because
Plus he
Magnus
likes
is there,
his beer.
yeah. So just make a normal roll then, if that's the case. Make a normal persuasion check. Well, have his
With
Mugbeard
my bonus?
Yeah, if you got
Yeah.
him. 10. Your voice just sort of, as you sort of get to the room, and you sort of start off with a gentle tone to the voice. It's not quite believable exactly, but there is a hint, but not much. Mugbeard, how do you react to that? Well, but what?
Can I pull out the bottle of beer? My turn!
Give me the beer now.
No. I'll give you the beer after I do this. Mugbeard, I got a bottle of booze. You want it? Do you? Do you want it? Come here. Come on. Wake up.
Really?
It's like a doggy treat.
I'm gonna roll for persuasion to get up.
Okay,
Go-
make
go low.
a persuasion with disadvantage because technically
Persuasion.
Mugbeard's asleep.
Performance, persuasion is +0. Alright, so I roll 20.
With disadvantage, so take the roll of the 2. So 5. Oh dear. Roll again.
Thank you.
Wait, why didn't I get disadvantage?
Oh my god!
Natural 1.
Yes!
Never mind then.
Basically, you.
Oh god!
you had-
Oh my god!
You had normal.
Basically, in my sleep, I grab the beer, chug it, and go back to sleep.
That sounds fair enough.
He owes me a bottle of beer now.
You know what? Give
Ooh,
me
Goldie, come here for a second. Goldie,
Yeah.
I got something for you.
what?
He lit a fire under his ass.
Oh no.
At this point,
Someone get ready with water. Someone get ready with water.
At this rate, you just hear Fern you hear Olga from the kitchen going, "What's going on up there?
Nothing. Don't worry. Everything's under control.
You better not be causing a mess up
We're
there."
not. Don't worry, Olga. We're fine. Thank you for the beer, by the way.
What?
Wait,
Thank
beer?
you for the beer.
Oh.
Fucking hell!
Oh.
Alright, so you want me to set him on fire?
No, he's awake.
I heard beer.
He's awake.
I'm just gonna go back downstairs.
Okay, I
please,
just get
yeah.
up and just go to the bar. I don't even get dressed, I don't care.
I just stared at him like, what in the hell just happened?
We're dealing with a highly annoying being made completely of unsensical physics that can deny reality and the gods themselves.
I love this wording. This is awesome.
Uh-huh, that's Magnus, I know.
Okay, as this is going on, Trilly's there. You see Olga come up to you with your breakfast, just sets it down, and after she sort of communicates to the others about this loud noise, she looks back at you and just sort of like, "It's gonna be one of these, isn't it?"
Yes, it is.
Yep.
I'll have a breakfast beer.
And a good morning to you too, Mugbeard.
Good morning. Breakfast
Liquid
beer, please.
breakfast. Yes, that's what I meant.
Please choke on it.
I'll get everyone's ready. So Olga, just
Not for me. I don't drink in the morning.
fair enough. I was on about the breakfasts, but okay.
Oh, that too. Make it a double.
Coming right up. So she sort of goes off and sort of starts preparing. The sounds of pots and pans as the usual goes in the morning. And about 10 minutes later, after you guys have just adjusted and you're waiting for the food, there in the door is Fern with Titanus once again.
Vern, you want anything?
I already had something. I do appreciate the kind gesture. Thank you.
Titanus, come here. I know you're hungry.
Titanus, just without much of a hello or anything, just blinks a bit and then just walks up like, I appreciate the gesture. Thank you. That's quite noble. So, Fern told me that you managed to get some information, truly.
Yeah, we know a little bit about two of the Black Pen members. We know where one of them's going, and unfortunately one of them's got the Red Dragon.
You just see his eyes widen for a bit. So they've already got a head start. And he just
I
looks-
mean,
Plus side.
how bad can one dragon be?
You then see Fern just sort of look down for a brief moment, And he sort of just quietens up for a little bit and then looks back at you and such. Red dragons are very dangerous. It's rumored that that a red dragon's flame could wipe out nearly 100 men by just breathing.
Jesus.
Well, yeah. So that most dragons can do that. Nothing special.
Cool.
There is a bit more to it, but I'd have to look that up again. But I'm pretty sure that they are dangerous. But
Well, when I meet Feather, you're gonna see what a true dangerous dragon's gonna be like.
you need to see Titanus just sort of chuckle a little bit, like bravado as usual. That's what I like to see about you.
On the plus side, we know where the copper dragon is.
The copper dragon?
Yeah, Catalyst Helix. Oh.
The city of Helix. I think I know what we can do. I think I can. Yeah, you just see him ponder for a little bit and just sort of go off into one of his little moments. Ooh.
What the heck?
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Basically, if that noise comes up, it's on Caitlin's end, so don't worry about it.
Yep.
And then, as Titanus ponders for a little bit, he looks up and goes, "It's the city of Helix. It's quite a far-reached city up in the north. It is rumored to be one of the metal industries of the entire kingdom. Of the entire kingdom. It's hard to think that place would have such a gentle little thing."
Mm.
Still, it does make sense. But getting it's going to be a tricky task. And you see him just look up and goes, I think I can get a letter of recommendation made. The thing is, Helix is quite heavily protected since their recent situation.
What do you mean?
That should make our job easier then. The Black Pen can't go. Then the Black Pen can't go in if it's heavily secured.
You forget the Black Pen can go anywhere.
Yeah, and keep in mind, one of them can incinerate somebody to ashes.
Yeah, so can I.
So Titanus just looks up.
Fair
and goes,
enough.
It's rumored that at the moment that Helix is currently going through a bit of a infestation at the moment. There's rumors that giant creatures are attacking them, and not just any creatures. Giant bugs, spiders, scorpions. Supposedly they're getting overrun with these giant beasts.
Yikes.
Just get a giant slipper and swat the damn things.
Anybody got spiritual weapon? Make a giant shoe. Whack.
I do not have a spiritual weapon. No.
Yeah,
Wish it.
I have a vicious weapon.
That basically means you have a vicious weapon of your choice. It's there. Anyway, but you just see him just sort of look for a moment, goes, it is a bit risky, but at the same time, we know that they can't do much. If there's enough of these creatures, then the Black Pen can't do much, but it is a possibility that they could have the means to get through it. On the other hand, you just see him just sort of bite his finger for a little bit, like he's pondering again.
Well, I've never been to Helix, so how long would it take to get there?
Helix is quite a distance. It's supposedly about 4 days' travel.
How long will it take to I don't know, where was that place again where Feather and Quill are meeting?
Oh,
August? Something?
You mean where bloody hell, where
Augustine?
Yeah, Augustine.
August.
We're calling it Augustine? Alright, good.
Augustine. And how long will it get to how long will it take to go to Augustine?
Well, Augustine. That's in the eastern direction. And that would be... It's been a while since I've been myself. I'd say maybe 3 to 5 days. It's been a while since I've been there, so I can't give you a proper estimation. I'm sorry.
Oh, so
3 to
either
5
way-
days? Oh boy.
Well, how about this? I go there, you guys get the dragon. Seems easy.
No! What? Remember what I said? We're not splitting up. That's just a bigger chance of one of us getting killed. We're not splitting up. Period. We're going
Hey,
one place or the other, not both.
I've been quite fine lately.
I
It's you
noticed,
guys
but
that need the
still,
healing.
the point remains. Either we go as a team, or if we don't go at all.
Seriously, we only survived the encounter with Quill because he didn't actually attack us.
Exactly.
Oh,
Not to
You guys are lucky to be alive right now.
I got my bag of tricks.
You guys encountered Quill? Wait, you guys encountered Quill?
Yeah, we encountered Quill.
It
know that?
wasn't so much Quill you guys saw. It was Diction was the one that you
Oh,
saw.
yeah,
Diction. That's
Diction was the one you saw at the swamp, and Voro was obviously the secret one.
The
that
one
you guys
that
figured out.
was the one that got incinerated. That was
yes,
fun.
the one at the tavern that you guys obviously dealt with. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, my bad.
I still can't
Diction.
believe that worked.
I mean, and plus we'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
No, just
We need everyone together in order to pull this off. That dragon's going to be heavily guarded, and I can't protect everyone.
And who says that you should be the one to protect everyone?
Who says I wasn't?
I can protect myself, thank you.
Maybe so, but still, I think we have a better chance of getting the dragon if we all work together.
they're gonna. I mean, we
Look.
actually know where one of the. We have an advantage. We know where one of them is. If we can get to Helix and get Catalyst before the Black Pen do, we have that advantage.
not to
Send
mention.
the bird.
I asked the bird about. What do you mean, send the bird? The bird
If we
won't
send the
work for
bird
2
on the
days.
way if we send the bird on the way to the copper dragon, then
You can't at the moment because the bird technically has a 2.
it'll take 4 days to get there, right?
Yes, 4 days travel.
The-
Yes.
Yeah, and it takes 24 hours for it to recharge.
48 to be exact, but yeah.
Halfway through our journey, we send it off. It gets there in about an hour or 2? Because by the crow flies, it's a lot shorter instead of
Agnes.
taking all these winding paths. And then we go
Agnes.
have it spy up. What?
You realize the flaw in your plan on that, right?
The bird disintegrates. The bird turns back into a statue. Yes, I just realized that.
Yes, and if we're nowhere near it when stone, then we've lost it.
Fern, can you help us out with this?
Me?
Yes, you.
Well, if I can make a simple suggestion,
What's
since the Black Pen were using this thing as a messenger, why not?
Misdirection.
No, not what I had in mind. What if you wrote a note, as you wanted to do, as the messenger for mention to Helix, but you just mention on the note that they need to keep this bird safe and keep it locked and hidden within Helix?
That works.
We'll have no idea who has the bird when we get to Helix.
And then you
Who do you know in Helix?
I personally don't know anyone. Then you see Titanus raise his hand and goes, I actually know somebody there.
Is he Are they trustworthy?
Well, for a start, it's not a he. It's a she.
I said that's why I changed it to they.
Yes, I do know someone. I know.
And they're
I know. As part of the Lords and the Unity, Helix is one of the cities that comes down to try do the Unity. And the one who normally comes down as the representative is Lord Lorna.
Then said the bird to Lord Lona, explain what's going to happen, and then, bam, we're done. We can keep going on our journey. The bird will be safe. And the Black Pen, odds are they won't be able to get in.
Plus, if you think about it, they don't know this message, remember? The bird froze up before they could deliver the message.
Exactly, and they don't know we even have the bird in the first place. Only thing they know is we found a chest. And odds are he didn't even get the message off.
Then why don't we go down? Why don't we go down to?
The dragon is one of the most powerful objects in this world, right? We need to get it. We need to hold on to it and protect it. Once we get that done, we can go to Helix. Think about it. Once we get this dragon, and if we get the catalyst, not only will we have a dragon on our side, 2 actually, but it'll make our fight against the Black Pen that much easier.
So shouldn't we go to Helix first? So shouldn't we?
No, dragon should be our priority.
Yeah,
And
I'm
the dragon is in Helix.
guarded or not, I'm not going to take that. I don't want to take any chances in case the Black Pen get there before we do.
Wait, I'm confused. Where's the dragon?
Helix.
The dragon.
Catalyst is in Helix.
Yeah, basically, Magnus. They're basically Chopper to summon.
I thought the dragon was in the. Okay, we're going to Helix.
No. Basically, Catalyst is the shard that has the dragon spirit within it. The place that Caitlin is saying that they want to have everybody visit is Augustine, which is where Feather and Quill are wanting to meet up.
Ow! Okay, send it to Augustine then. Titanus, you know anyone in Augustine? Sorry, I honestly thought the dragon was in Augustine and the catalyst was in Helix. I got my thing switched up. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
No,
it's
it's
all
fine.
right. That's
Fine,
the
dude.
whole point of making sure information.
No, as Magnus, I'm apologizing.
Warning, he learned.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger!
You see Titanus just ponder and goes, unfortunately, I've never set foot in Augustine, so I wouldn't know if anyone's there. The only thing I know of it is it's a small village. That's all I know.
Fern, what about you?
Fern just sort of looks over and goes, I'm afraid I'm exactly the same. I haven't left hope.
I just realized we have someone we're very underutilizing.
Where about Marco?
A couple people we're very underutilizing.
Hold on. Can I make a history check?
Sure. What do you want to make a history check on?
To either Augustine or Helix before.
Sure. Make a history check.
15.
15.
Nice.
You're slightly unfamiliar with Helix as the fact of that when you were traveling around it, you did see it quite heavily guarded, so you were a little bit worried about it. But Augustine, you are a little bit familiar with. You haven't visited it in about 2 years, but with the size of the village, you did manage to entertain quite a few people there. As for figures and things around there that you're familiar with, you aren't too familiar with places, but you are familiar with one person. Only one, and it was the one person who basically offered you a place to stay the night. And that was I got that name written down actually. I thought this ahead for once.
Clearly.
There it is. Tibble.
Why does it sound like a cat food?
Tibble. T-E-B-E-L. Tibble.
E-L?
T-E-B-E-L.
Okay, they were an innkeeper?
They were in Augustine.
Okay.
It sounds like Tibble sounds like a cat food.
Yeah. Okay. Matt and Augustine and okay.
Yeah, so Helix unfamiliar
I-
with. Zealot, you're familiar with Teeple.
Someone go ask Marco, and since he's been around,
Guys, I think
I'll
I
go
may.
ask him.
Guys, if
Also
I may offer some info, I actually met someone in Augustine one time.
Do you know
Where-
their name?
Table. They offered me. Yeah, I performed in Augustine one time a couple years ago.
Okay, so why don't we go send them a message?
but we don't know whether they're trustworthy or not.
I haven't seen the person I haven't seen them in 2 years. But they did offer me a place to stay. I
2
wouldn't know.
years? They could be gone by now.
So
Why
I'm
don't we
not doubting your
quickly
plan.
ask-
Don't misunderstand. It's just that we don't know anything about them. You don't know anything about this person.
Well, why don't we quickly go ask Marco and see if he knows anyone, and if he doesn't, then we'll go with.
No,
we'll go
who's the
Zillion's
barmaid
idea.
again?
The barmaid is Olga.
Oh, good. Do you know anyone in Augustine or Helix?
Olga just sort of looks up from behind the bar and just sort of shakes her head. I don't know any dears, I'm afraid. I've lived in Hope Key all my life, so I wouldn't know. I'm sorry.
Well, it was worth a shot. All right, Marco time.
Marco? Where is he?
Well, Marco isn't actually with you guys. Marco isn't actually with Titanus in that. Titanus is.
Titanus?
Titanus,
Where's Marco?
Then you just see Titanus just slightly sigh a little bit and goes, I actually don't know.
wait, what?
What, did he escape in the middle of the night?
I don't know about escape, but
Wait.
last night he talked about something. He talked about the idea of figuring out something. He wanted to find out something about himself, and he said he needed some time to think. When we came up in the morning to basically search for him, he wasn't in the room. We found the window open and there was a note. And
Wait, where's Varro's body?
Wait, what did the note say?
he just he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out the notes, and he sort of pulls it out and goes, here it is. Let me see. Oh, sorry, better get my music here. Is this one I think it is? Nope, that's
Can I just quickly ask, how far is it from here to Helix and from here to Augustine?
okay.
He
So
said like 4 days to Helix, 3 to 5 days to Augustine.
How many
mainly because he
miles,
doesn't know.
roughly?
Oh, miles.
10 miles a day, so 50 to 30 to 50 miles for Helix, and
Yeah,
about
and about somewhere between 50 to 60 for Helix.
Augustine, yeah. Okay,
But yeah, so Titanus just pulls out the note and
unless we all get horses.
just reads it out just briefly. Goes to Lord Titanus. I truly am sorry that I've had to do this. I've chosen to search for a new path for myself after being shown the light by you and your comrades. To all of them, I am sorry that I've left a fucking horse proof. I forgot this is the one with the horses. Anyway,
Is that on the note?
that's on. No. That's on the music track. Sorry. Okay, there we go.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's time that I figured out a new life for myself. It is true that I am grateful beyond any words and any actions I could be shown to all of you. But this is something I need to do for myself. Even though this could be a goodbye, maybe for the last time, or maybe till next time. It's hard to say. But I just want you to know that I truly am grateful. After hearing a little bit about you guys were searching for these things, or shards, I don't know how much help it can be. but I do have a friend who could probably help you out. Whether he'll
What?
he'll see you all as friends or allies, or whether he'll see you as enemies or threats, it's hard to say. But
Alright, Bird is out of the question.
all I can say is I know of a rumor. I've heard of the sorry, I've read that wrong. I've heard the rumors of what's been going on with Helix about it being attacked. But I happen to know that one of my colleagues is working in there. His name is Bash. Just nicknamed as Bash. Nobody knows his real name. But supposedly, yeah, me and Bash go way back. It was when we started working for Quill to begin with. We were rivals with each other, so to speak. Bash was tasked to head to Helix, while I was tasked to head to the Baluster. Supposedly, Quill said that there was some kind of situation he wanted to take care of with Helix. But all I know is he didn't mention anything about any treasures or shards or anything like that. Just something that needed to be done. If you guys head to Helix at any point, seek out the black house with the tin roof. You'll know which one it is because it will have a black and red chimney on the top of it. Knock on the door.
Black house, tin roof, black and chimney.
Knock on the door 4 times. You'll be asked, who is it? Reply with the phrase, Bish Bash Bosh.
Bish bash bosh. Bish bash bosh.
If you say those words in a different order, then I dare to think what could happen. But all I ask is it's probably my last bit of help I can give you to this scenario. Just be careful if you guys head that way. I don't know what's being planned, but all I ask is just be careful. And another message just to pass on. It's to Goldie. Thank you for believing in me this whole time. It was an honor to meet you. I will do my best to uphold my change of heart for all of your sakes, and I hope the next time I can meet you and the rest of your friends, it could be on a nicer terms. Just promise me, don't pick a fight you can't win. Don't do something you will regret later. Be proud with your choices. Be happy with life. And as you once told me, make a life for yourself. And know that I'll be watching. Take care, everyone.
That's the end?
That's the end of the note, yes.
Can I go searching for Voro's body to make sure it was, it's where we left it?
Well, Boro's body is currently in the backyard of the broken chalice. If you want
In the dustbin.
Sorry, it's been buried. Sorry, he's been buried.
Actually, no. He is buried in the garden. It's not much. It's actually an unmarked grave, but there is a pile of mound where you can actually see the body.
Yeah, I was thinking, he may have buried him.
What'd you say, Del? Sorry.
Okay, I was just gonna say something, but
That's okay. Go ahead.
a smile at the end of the note, and then myself. And so the middle raven takes flight once more to places unknown. Good life.
Titanus just sort of nods for a little bit and goes, "Here, maybe it's best if you keep hold of this note." And he just offers it to Goldie.
Thank you. I put it close. I put it in my bag.
Okay, so just write down Marco's note.
All right, Marco's note.
Yep. At that point, you just see Titanus just ponder for a bit. Well, it sounds like Helix would be the safest bet, because at least you guys know there's some help there. If it
Looks like
helps,
we're going to Helix.
if it helps, I'll try to send a couple of my guards towards Augustine. Maybe we can try to set up a base there, or try to figure out some kind of plan. I think maybe at least then you guys can come and join us, and we can try to figure out what we can do to get the two of them together.
Right.
All right. Looks like we're going over to Helix.
Yay, can't wait to fight giant spiders and scorpions and get myself poisoned and possibly killed. Yay.
All right, everyone, stock up on gear before we head out. We got a long day ahead of us.
Oh, wait,
Go on, Del.
I kind of... Okay, I look over at Titanus briefly, considering something for a moment, and it is right now.
He just sort of looks up like, what's up?
Is there, Titanus, before I go up to stock up on supplies, is it alright if I discuss something with you in private?
But of course. Okay. Let's all... I'll let you guys finish your breakfast and such. I'll be with Zelion outside.
I think I'm going outside just to get some fresh air.
Don't you dare eavesdrop, Goldie.
Oh, what me? No. It's
Titan-
not like my friend just disappeared on me without saying goodbye to me personally. Oh no.
It was our friend too.
Hmm.
I just walk out.
So Titanus just puts his hand on Zelion's shoulder just for a moment. Just give her a little space. I think it's the first time she's ever had somebody that she's helped just, that she's genuinely wanted to see,
I know.
Anyway, let's have our talk. Okay, so whilst these two are going outside, you three, the other ones all finished their breakfast at this point, and after this, don't worry about payment, that's all perfectly fine. You guys all head back to your rooms, and you guys all begin to clamber your stuff, and you all get your equipment and things ready to go. Outside...
Yes, and I'll get dressed.
Yeah, that would help as well.
I thought you were already done.
Okay, Chris.
Yes.
I want to make I think this would be like a stealth check, wouldn't it?
What are you
What are
wanting
you
to...
doing?
Yeah, what are you wanting to
Eavesdropping?
do? You're gonna try and eavesdrop,
I was
aren't
like,
you?
well, I
course.
wasn't gonna eavesdrop until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, so, Goldie, make a stealth check, please.
Let me just get my foot bows.
You know what? I'll also want to do that.
Ouch!
Oh, no.
Let's find out how this goes.
For the record, Trinity does not want to eavesdrop. Thank you.
Neither does Magnus.
Mugbeard with a 14. Okay.
Come on. No!
2. Okay.
Oh.
So whilst Zelion and Titanus just made their way outside to just round one of the corners, Goldie, who's round the other corner, looks over, and you begin to sort of walk over. But as you begin to walk, you accidentally cause a bunch of birds that are close by to just scatter and just sort of.
Hey, you fucking birds!
And so Titanus just looks back and goes, Goldie.
What? I was going this way.
Just sighs and goes, perhaps we should take this somewhere else. And he just sort of leads you a bit further down, just sort of around the other corner that's towards like the back of the Vanguard. Just sort of, essentially sort of, shall we say, if you check on the map, I will show you exactly where you guys are. Just give me a second here. Essentially, it leads you to about sort of here. If you can see that red.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's where it sort of leads you there. So, Titana just sort of looks and goes, so what exactly did you want to... Oh yeah, at this point I forgot, Raven got the... Oh yes, Raven with the 14. You watch what's going on, but you sneak out of the window, and you sort of follow them briskly. You're a bit worried about sort of getting too close, so you're essentially just sort of keeping your eyes from a distance. You can't hear them at this moment, but you can at least see where they're going.
I want to hear. Damn.
Alright, then make another stealth check, please. And Zelion? Oh wow! 22! Zelion? Zelion, make a perception check. You have to beat 22.
Never gonna happen.
Perception, right?
Perception, yes.
That was an 18.
17.
That's not bad though, but you sort of just make sure after the encounter with Goldie, you look back and you're just like, guess we're okay here. And you just sort of look back and such. Meanwhile, Mugbeard, you sort of sneak to just behind the other corner where they are. So essentially where that red dot is, say you're just around the other corner there. They're essentially leaned against the house, you're around the other corner, acting quite casually, just out of sight. You can hear them, just for the record now.
Good.
So Titanus just looks over at you, Zelia, and goes, okay, so what did you want to have a talk about?
It's about, well, one, it's about the reward for what I asked for, right?
The information. Yes, I did promise. I did promise, and I happen to have it. And he hands you a piece of paper with a couple of details, which I will message you them later.
Right.
So you have them on standby. So you can write down. Whatever way you want to put this, but basically it's notes about past or notes about home or shard or necklace or whatever way you want to put it. Put it your way as long as you've got it.
Notes about.
Yeah, whichever way you want to put it, it's entirely up to you.
Okay, got it. I skim up, I look over the notes and then just smile. Thank you. This means a lot.
No problem. You guys have done a lot already, so it's best if I did my best to whether reward you or at least make things comfortable for all of you. Are you gonna go check on that information soon then?
I'll look it over once we have time. I just put the notes away in my bag.
Okay.
To look at later.
He just sort of nods and goes, all right. In that case, I best let you guys make your way to Helix as best as possible. Just go back, get your stuff, and tell everyone to meet me at the northern entrance.
Thank you.
No problem. I'll meet you guys there. And tell Fern thank you for his help, and just he can head back if he wants to.
Of course.
So as you guys walk away, Mugbeard, you're obviously round the side of the house. You sort of peer around to make sure that they're both of leaving, and obviously you've pretty much heard all the words that were going on, but you obviously don't know about what was written on the note. So at this point, everyone has got their. I'm guessing everyone has their shit together.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably still walking around close by.
Okay, so you're just sort of just lost in your thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. So as the time's gone on and everyone has their stuff all together, the time comes about half an hour later, and essentially the time to meet up is coming up close to meet at the northern point. So what do you guys?
Can we still get our? Can we still buy gear in the whole town?
Depends. If you feel like there's time to go try do it, yeah.
I still need a dagger,
All right. Well,
among other things.
yep. Okay. Well, getting a dagger's easy enough to get. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Okay, dagger. Man, I never thought I'd be saying that like that. Dagger. Okay,
Her little dagger.
Dagger's easy enough to have. If you just have 2 gold pieces, you can easily buy that.
Yeah, I have 2 gold.
Okay, we'll say for the interest of time, you say that you managed to head to the blacksmith and you managed to purchase yourself a nice dagger.
All right, that works.
Okay, can
need
I
to
buy?
make 2
Okay,
gold.
okay. Can I buy any healing potions?
Let me check my notes and see what's left. In the basis of time, I'd say there'd be 1 potion left at this point.
Oh, all right. What kind of potion is it?
It's just a normal standard healing potion, and that will go back for. Oh, that's gonna be 50 gold pieces.
I have like 122 gold pieces.
If you want to have it, then go ahead.
Okay. Hold on. So potion of so it's a.
Potion of healing, yes. All right. Anyone else got anything else they want to do quickly?
I don't think I have the regular kind. I have greater, superior, and supreme.
How many healing potions do I have?
It should be on your character sheet. Let me have a.
Their equipment.
Yeah, let me have a book log.
Chris, which kind of healing potion is it? Is it greater, superior, supreme?
It should be just. It's a normal. It should be just a normal one. There should be no normal one.
Yep. Potion of healing.
Why am I the only one who doesn't have the normal one?
As I remember, it was a bit of a pain in the backside to locate.
All right, I'll add it on once we finish this. So you definitely got one. Let's say it that you definitely got an extra one based on what you got.
Oh wait, I just removed the potion filter and it came up.
Nice.
Yeah, it's listed under gear for some reason.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
So I bought that. How much? Okay, so
That's 50 gold.
how much gold do I have left now?
Well, you said you had 100 odd.
122. Yes. So
you got about 72. You got 72 left.
okay, 70. Okay, 72. 72 gold, 5 silver. I guess I'll also stop by the Chimera's talons and see if I can get any slivers of glass or feathers or anything useful.
Let me
for my spells.
Slivers of glass. Let me have a look here. Slivers of glass. Huh, knowledge procedure. You'd think they'd have this here. Let's see. Yeah, I think I can see a couple here. Slivers of glass. Sorry, my book normally has this. Slivers of glass. You're looking at. Okay. Yep. If you're wanting a sliver of glass, that will cost you. That will cost you 5 gold pieces.
Just for 1 sliver of glass?
Yes.
Okay. Is there only one available?
Well, actually, right now actually, it comes as a pound of silver. So basically, that would give you about 12 uses.
A pound of slivers. So 12.
Wait, did you say sliver? I thought it was
Yes.
silver.
It is silver.
Sliver of glass.
Oh, a sliver.
Of glass. Okay, that's my bad. Glass. Okay, that's my fault for looking at the wrong thing there. Sorry. Glass, you're looking. I had this, I really did. I am so sorry, guys.
Apologies too.
Glass. Yeah, okay. Got it right here. Glass give you about okay, that's gonna be about 2 gold. 2 gold.
Sliver.
Yeah, 2 gold for it's 2 gold per sliver, and I'd say there's about 3 in the shop.
Okay, I'll take all 3.
Okay, so write down 3 slivers of grass if you can do that. Does anyone else have anything they want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up.
I mean,
I'm good.
how much is a broadsword?
A broadsword. Okay. While I'm looking that up, Mugbeard, what are you wanting to do?
Oh, one of the the reward for me was a better quarterstaff, but if I can purchase one now, that would be nice.
Okay. I'll say for the basic of this, I'd say he does give you a +1 quarterstaff.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, you do have a +1 now. Longsword, did you say? Broadsword. Are we there yet? I want to use my sword.
There's no broadsword.
There is no broadsword.
Not typically.
To what I see.
Then I'll take
here,
a short sword.
Short sword, that will be 10 gold.
I'll take it.
Alright. Anyone else got anything they want to do?
I think that's it. I'll try to. I guess I'll make it my mission to see what stray feathers, dirt, anything that I could use to pick up on the way.
Okay. While that's going on, they've all got this there. Goldie, what about you? Are you doing anything?
I might buy another healing potion. Actually, wait. Is it antidote potions?
An antidote potion. Let me have a look. You mean something to help you with curing poison and stuff like that?
Yes.
Let me see. There isn't one specifically, but there is an antitoxin vial that can do something. That will be 50 gold for that.
How much gold do I have?
Check your stuff.
I can't.
Also,
I can't.
do note that we had a note of free stuff from a couple of sessions before.
You have the sheet. I just have the thingamajigs.
Yeah. Okay. Let me have a.
Still useful? Is it still useful to us? That note?
Yeah.
Never expired.
Oh, that is true. You are technically right. Okay, I'd say for the basic of this, on each of your purchases, if you bought anything that was more than 20, if you bought something that was 10 gold or more, I'd say, let's see, for the weapons, you can have 10 gold back, Magnus. For the healing potion, Del can have.
So I got a free short sword.
Del,
Nice.
you can have 10 gold pieces back.
Okay, so I got 76 gold.
Yeah, and Magnus, not Magnus, Mugbeard, you just got that as a weapon. You didn't really get much else, did you?
I didn't.
Okay, give me 1 second, guys. We're going to go on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, you're
Alrighty,
also showing it on stream.
Oh, don't worry.
I've been
Oh, don't worry. It's automatically going to sign in, so nobody checks my passwords.
Yeah, I've been updating my stuff as I go along
Good
on
man.
D&D Beyond. So
View. Let's have a look. Gold. You should have it right here. Gold.
It's listed under equipment.
Thank you. Gold.
See.
You have 130 gold right now. Caitlin, you have 130
So poor.
gold.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
So yeah, I'm gonna buy that antidote thing.
Okay, so you're going to be down to 80 gold when this is all done, so we can take care of that. All right, Trilly.
I am
ready?
armed to the teeth.
Okay, Trilly, what about you?
Trilly is good for gear, doesn't particularly want to go shopping, but does want a quick couple of minutes with Zelion.
Okay, fair enough. So as this is running around, you guys are obviously making your way to the gates after all this, and I'd say, Trilly, you bump into Zelion. That's about, say, just as you guys are coming up to the last corner before the gate.
Hello.
Hi.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
sorry it took me so long. I had to get a couple of things.
Well, truly, just wanted to have a look
Reacting
at
to
Celion.
being bumped in. I was reacting to bumping into Trilly.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
Celion, I was talking to Fern about the Raven, making sure I knew everything that it does. The part of the spell that has you send out messages needs you to sort of be really specific. You can only send 25 words. And if I didn't already think it, after your poem last night, I think maybe you should hang on to the Raven.
Me?
I think you're the best person for words in this group. If we need to send out a message, it needs to be a good one.
I mean, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to keep it?
I mean, if we need to talk to it, I can talk to it at any point. So, but if we need to send a message, I think you're the person to do it. So, you hang on to it, and if we do need to talk to it, I'll keep a spell handy. And
Right.
Trilly will hand you the Silver Raven.
Alright, hold on. Item listed as.
It should be. I think it's just called.
Figurine of
Figurine?
Wondrous Power.
That's it.
I kind of carefully take the raven and just put it, and then just kind of carefully slip it into my bag.
Besides, you sort of need to know who you're sending it to, and well, I'm just a tourist.
Right, of course. Right, of course. Okay, so what were the words to wake it up again?
You wake it up by saying, winged voice.
Winged voice. Gotcha.
When you say this, though, the bird statue actually just has a tiny glow to it, but it's a lot dimmer than what it is, and it just flashes just for a tiny instant, just like.
We should probably be careful when we say this.
Well, Fern told me you have to drop it on the ground after you've said it, so, yeah, just don't drop it until we need to.
All right, don't worry. Nice and safe.
All right.
Nice one.
Okay.
And Trilly will go and sit back down in the cart again, ready to go.
So you guys all make your way over to the cart, which has just been prepared. It is a smaller cart than what was had for you last time when you guys head to the Valista. It's essentially just big enough for all of you guys. And right on the front, you can see two majestic-looking horses. One of them is a pure brown with a black mane to it, and one of them is a white one with a black mane to it. The brown one is actually familiar, as the brown one was actually used when you guys were heading to the Ballista before. The white one is actually a new one to you. You see sort of Titanus just there, sort of stroking the horses for a little bit, just gently giving them a gentle pat, and then he walks up to all of you. Are you all set then?
Yes.
Yeah, so ready as we'll ever be.
Okay. So, you guys remember what you guys have got to do when you get there, right?
Drink.
Find a
Other than
store.
that, we gotta find the black house with the tin roof and then knock 4 times on the door.
Bingo.
I forgot the rest. That's all I remember.
We have to say, bish bash bosh after we've knocked,
Thank
I
you.
think.
Yes, that's
Correct.
it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, I trust you in the good hands here.
Wait, Titanus. Before we head off, that necklace round your neck. Is it okay if I could hang on to that?
You're right. I did promise you. You are exactly correct. And he slowly takes it off and just looks at it for a brief moment, almost just recalling when he sort of received it from his granddad. he just sort of nods slowly and goes, "Guard this well."
You have my word. It will never leave my sight.
And he looks over at the rest of you. "Do I have your word on this as well? All of you?"
I nod.
You got my word?
What?
Good enough, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
I was on about just making sure that that my necklace does not fall into any evil's hands.
Well, I'm technically not evil.
Okay, anyone who can do something.
That is up for debate. But
Anyway.
Okay, we don't.
Yeah, so he hands the necklace over to you, Goldie, and just basically says, "Just promise me that if anything goes wrong and you feel like this could be in jeopardy, bring it back here."
Of course.
Okay.
And hey, at least you'll be safe now.
That's true. Providing they don't get the wrong idea, that is, of course. But anyway, I trust you in the hands of these two horses here. They're both noble to me.
As always, Titanus, they're in good hands. You have my word.
He just nods and goes, "Just be careful, and know that the gods are watching you. No matter who your god is, I'm sure they're all believing in your safe return." And with that, he just waves to the gate and just goes, "Open!" And with that, the doors begin to open wide. And there, opening one of the doors, is actually a familiar sight to Zelion. It is Oberon.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Oberon is actually there, and he just looks over as he's pushing the door, and he just stands there with a smile and just waves at you, sort of just quite casually, actually.
You're back.
Be well, my friends.
You too.
Just promise me you'll come back and visit a performance one time.
That's a
do
problem.
I know you?
No, but all I know, what you should know, I'm a friend of the bard.
Will the room still be ours?
Wait, what'd you say there?
Will the room still be ours when we come back?
We'll make sure that it's kept safe and clean for your return.
Thank you.
And with that, you just see him sort of salute, and then Titanus just sort of pets both the horses. Okay, one of you take the reins, and
I'm doing it this time.
Okay,
Aw.
Magnus, make an animal handling check.
Damn it.
Alright. Nice try. Animal handling. +3.
Climb on the other horse.
Well, actually, both the horses are actually connected to the cart.
I'm
It's
not
basically a
fucking
seat with the
walking,
reins.
mate. You can fuck off. Next time you're walking.
Oh, 13. Oh,
13.
thank Christ.
What are the horses' names?
Ironically,
Marco and Polo.
no.
Fucking hell.
No.
Can I take the reins?
No, that wait. Let me try and help Magnus with
Thank you.
with my number, because you know you guys took the horses from us last time.
Thank you. And I had to
Okay.
run the whole time.
Well,
to,
I'm
answer,
going to sleep.
Run!
to answer the question to Trilly just briefly and such, the brown one is the brown one is called Nimble.
What the fuck?
We got the same result.
Yeah. You both got 13.
What is this?
So
I mean that's still good.
Can I try that
Okay.
again?
Ha.
Can I offer my help?
I'm afraid
Yes.
I'm afraid only one person can offer help at a time.
I'll
Alright.
attempt it. Can I attempt to take the
13
reins?
is kind of a good number. It's not like a 5 or 1.
Exactly. It could have been way worse.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll stay on the. Mind if I stay on the reins?
Sure, go
Okay, you
ahead.
sleep, keep it stable, and I'll... Wait, no, you drive, I'll sleep, keep it stable. Nice and
All right.
comfy, thank you.
Anyway, to quickly answer it,
Ah!
the brown one... Oh, okay, fair enough. Before Titanus can even mention the other horse's name, you guys gallop out of the gate.
Hey, it worked! Let's find Titanus!
Have you driven a horse before?
Just sighs,
Yes.
just goes...
I'm a half-orc soldier. Yes, I have.
Okay, so you guys
Please,
make... You...
Lord, do me a favour. If you're going to kill me, just kill me now.
And all of a sudden, a lightning bolt just strikes you. No.
Next time, I'm taking the reins.
Fine.
I
Someone
was
keep Bugbear from singing
mid-conversation, you're rude.
So you guys rush out of the gate, and as you guys look behind you, you see Oberon and the other guard that's on the other side begin to close the door. And Titanus just gives you a brief nod just as the door slams shut with a loud... And with that, you guys jet off down the northern path, making your way to Helix.
Downtown.
So, as you guys are heading down the path, Magnus and Goldie are both on the front. I need either you both to make separate perception checks, or I need one of you to roll with advantage.
Who has the higher advantage?
Wait,
Perception.
let me check.
I got a +1 perception.
Perception. I think I have... Perception. I have +2.
You roll with advantage.
Alright, thanks, mate.
Okay, so Goldie, make a roll with that.
Why?
Natural 1!
Wow!
Well,
Roll.
right, roll again, you've got advantage.
Yep, because I. Oh,
19,
thank God!
good save.
Oh, God.
That was a good save. Okay,
Magnus,
so...
thank you.
So
Yeah.
as you're galloping down on your cart and things, Magnus is purely focused on the road. You can see his eyes are dedicated. While Goldie, as you look at this, you think he's focused on the path. I'll keep a lookout. And as you look out over to your sides, you can see a lush, beautiful landscape scanning right in front of you. You can see fields of mass of like wheat from farmers and beautiful flowers of many different colors. You can see the trees that just sway gently with the morning breeze as you guys are just gently going down this path. You do see a couple of sort of wildlife sort of scattered in the fields close by. You're a little too far just to get a good look at them, but from the looks of it, you can tell they're like a cattle type creature. As you guys are also passing down, you guys also can see that there is another cart that is coming down towards you almost at the same pace and just sort of walking similar sort of in line to you guys.
Hmm?
He's just sort of there, and you just see him goes, which side are you heading to, pal? Just shouting out to you, Magnus. Which side are you
Sorry,
going
guys,
to?
what happened?
Wait, which direction?
Basically, there's lush fields before you, and right down the pathways you guys are heading down the path, there's
a
another
fork
cart
ahead.
that's coming right towards you. It's sort of just a casual driver, sort of just doing its thing. It's just asking, which side are you going to, pal?
Which side of the road is it on?
Because of the perception from Goldie, it's currently sort of towards the right side.
I'll go around the left.
Okay. So, as you put to the left, he looks and goes, oh, thanks for telling me, pal, by the way.
Sorry about that!
So as you guys go by and such, you sort of take a quick glance, and you can see this sort of small family of probably about maybe 3 people. It's not much. It's obviously,
Oh, boy.
The father is currently on the cart. The mother is sort of in... the father is in taking the reins while the mother is in the cart, and you can see her that she's holding this really small elven girl. She looks quite beat up and quite tired, and she's just sort of sleeping there sort of casually. And she sort of looks and goes, wait, where are you guys heading?
Helix!
Just be careful up ahead. There's bandits and creatures on the road. Just be careful.
I think we can handle ourselves. Thank you for the warning, though.
No problem. And as you guys sort of walk onwards and such. Oh, go on, sorry, Del.
Never mind.
No. What were you gonna do, Del?
You said that the elven girl looked beat up, right?
Yes.
I just kind of turned to the others and said, "Did you guys saw the
Look, we
the
have
young
yes,
girl, right?"
I saw it. We have no time though. If we did, I would absolutely have stopped and asked what happened. But right now, we need to get to Helix.
I know, but they mentioned something about bandits and other creatures. We should probably err on the side of caution right now.
Agreed. I'll slow down.
Okay, so you slow down the scent. So you sort of pull back on the reins, and you see that Nimble and the horse you don't know the name of just slow down.
I could ask.
Well, you can waste.
It's-
You
it's-
can use a spell if you want.
It's going to say his name is Trogdor or something. That's an old reference. But
This-
it's,
His name is Philip.
Trogdor was a horse. I mean, he was a dragon horse. I know the reference. But yeah, okay, so
Trilly would like to be keeping her eyes peeled for any possible bandit ambushes.
okay, okay.
Trilly, here, have my crossbow.
Do you guys
Use it.
wake me for this?
I've already got a crossbow.
She's an
Oh,
archer.
never mind then.
Thank you anyway.
So,
Yep.
so
I'll arm myself with my crossbow then.
Okay, so as you guys are heading down, you guys have been traveling for about sort of 6 hours now, and obviously it's getting close to sort of mid-afternoonish, and you guys come across a sort of, well, basically you guys come across this. You come across this side. You guys are coming up from the bottom side of the path here. You guys are heading up and such. So as you guys are heading up the left side of the path, you guys sort of make your way, you follow the twists and turns, and you arrive at this crossroads section. And at the corner, just about, if you guys can see it. By the way, I worked hard on this one.
I can tell.
Why do I feel like there's
Yeah,
gonna be
no,
a
that
spider?
looks nice.
Thank you. So you see a sign about, this is rough drawing, about here. Sorry, not accurate. It's got a bit chunked off. You see a
Made of redwood.
Yeah, it's redwood. Oh, funny.
Damn vandals!
Dingo came and took my sign. Anyway, but you guys see a worn-out sign there, and you guys are, let's see, you guys are moving at a slow pace, you said, Magnus, yeah?
Yeah, kind of like a medium pace. We're galloping at near full speed at the lap when we took off.
Okay, but you said you slowed down when you sort of was there. So I'd say at a medium pace. Goldie, you're still at the front, aren't you?
Yeah.
Make a perception check, please.
Don't give me a 1, you fucking machine.
Find out.
Oh!
Okay. As you glance, you can see this worn, beat-out sign despite the pace. And with your dragon eyes, you look and you can see on the sign that it actually says to the left. To the left is oh bloody hell! It helps if I get my notes right. So to the left, you see a sign that leads to Costico. To the northern part, you see a sign that reads, to the top is Helix. To the right side is slightly chunked off, but you can make out just briefly to the right, it actually says the word fire.
Fire.
But also, because you got a 20, you actually look on the sign, and you can actually see attached to the back of the sign a sword that is actually still dripping with blood.
Goldie, did you see the sign?
Yeah. Wait. I wanna have fire.
Which direction are we going?
Is it north? Well, I wanna have a look what the I wanna have a look at the place called Fire.
Okay. So as you guys are beginning to actually hold on a second, let me do this properly because I actually have the ammunition here.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna write that sign down that says Fire.
Okay.
And put it as a and go down later.
So this is the best I have right now, so please excuse me. Oh,
Alright, so Helix is north.
All right, I pull the reins towards the north.
Okay, so as you begin to pull forward, is anyone else doing anything, just for the record?
Isn't Mugbeard still
I just-
asleep?
I'm just kind of
It's been 6 hours, so I'm awake now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around, keeping an eye out on our surroundings.
Okay.
Trilly too.
Okay, Zelion and Trilly, either you both can make a perception check, or one of you can make one with advantage.
Which one of you has the
+4.
highest perception?
Huh?
Wait, who had +4 for perception?
I've got the +4.
You get it then.
My perception is +3.
Ooh.
Both high rollers.
Do you want to roll, or shall I take the advantage?
Trilly will. I'll give Trilly the advantage.
Okay, Trilly, make a
Smart
perception roll with advantage, please.
Okie dokie.
Let's find out what we get.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Come with me if you want to leave.
I've gotten so many of those jokes from my name alone.
Okay. Natural 20!
24!
That Alright.
Nice!
We have a winner.
Yes,
Yes,
you
we
I
do.
see all.
yes, you do. So as you're looking
What do you
around-
see with your regular eyes?
So as you guys are patrolling onwards, Trilly, who has decided to jump up onto the back end of the front end of the cart, just behind where you guys are sitting with the reins, you guys look up. You guys look and you can see Trilly just sort of perched, sort of like meerkat style, just sort of looking up with keen eyes. And you see with your eyes that towards the right, as in just about here, you actually look, and near the fire, you can actually see some dogs trying to eat something. And as you look up, you can see their teeth are covered in fresh blood.
Where?
And as you guys are galloping at fast speed, Trilly, with your keen eyes, you actually look ahead and you actually see, caught in one of the bushes, the sight of a crossbow bolt.
What?
This is Trilly, by the way, who sees this.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So Trilly. So
Crossbow, get down!
I collapse down.
all right. So as you
Get on
guys,
the reins!
so as you go in this, you're the.
I still have the reins.
So the crossbow bolt is actually going to take a shot at
Me?
No, is actually going to take a shot at the horse.
Damn it!
The horse. Oh
No.
no! I knew there was going to be a
That's fine.
fight.
Wait, is it shooting Nimble or the other one?
It's aiming at Nimble.
Okay, so
Not nimble.
can I use my reaction to catch it from the horse, or is it only me?
If you were in front of the horse, then yes, but you're currently in the cart, so you're behind it.
Damn it!
So the
Wait,
answer's
can I? I don't think I can be able to save it. I don't think I would have a quick enough reaction time.
no. It's technically got the surprise there, but I will say
Yeah.
if Trilly wants to act first, because technically Trilly saw it, I'd say
You have
Trilly.
advantage.
Trilly, make I tell you what, Trilly, you can have a surprise. You can have a surprise round because you technically seen it. So you have a choice. You can either attack the thing that's there, or you can do the reaction to try to get the horses to swerve out of the way. I'll let you choose the action.
Well, I'm not going to go for the movie approach and shoot the bolt out of the air, so I think we better swerve the horses.
So you're going to try to get the horses. Okay. Then make an animal handling check, please, with advantage because you've seen this coming.
Okay.
Don't, for the record, make the obvious reference.
I'm
So-
missing a reference here.
You never saw it coming. Okay.
Look
10.
at my horse. My horse is amazing.
That one. Oh.
Ooh,
You know
that's dirty.
I should have just thrown a spell and shouted for the horse to move.
Probably. Well, let's find out. Okay. So the figure that's in the bush goes to load the shot and prepares to fire it. But just as you see it, you actually hear the "get down," which spooks the creature in the bush, and it actually peers its head up and it fires the shot. But instead of hitting the horse, it hits the rock click by. It got a natural 1.
Wow!
It got a natural 1. So
We got lucky.
So with that, you can clearly see, in fact, truly, you can clearly see this, that in the bush, you see a dog-like creature, but not just any dog-like creature. It is currently on 2 legs. It is actually standing up. And from your perception of nature, you know exactly what this creature is. And in fact, maybe if I post this here, people might know it if you see the picture of it. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's make this bigger so people can see what it is.
Oh,
What is
Lord,
the
it's a
hyena?
hyena.
No, it's not. It's a knoll.
Lycanthropy.
It's a knoll. So this is a knoll. It is essentially like well, let's put it this way. It's a creature that isn't going to be your friend anytime soon.
Can we kill it?
Fucked.
Does it does it count as an animal?
Let me double check.
We're being shot by the grassy knoll.
I jump towards it.
It is actually humanoid.
It's a humanoid, got it.
So yeah, sadly, so it takes the shot, and actually at that point, as it takes the shot, it notices that and actually with its moment, it actually goes.
Oh,
Gives
no.
this loud howl, and from behind the rocks, the other ones that you saw have given up on the body and are now just standing there, just waiting for more. And at that point, they peer around, and you can see a total of 4 of the creatures standing before you. And at that point, the horses stop. Actually, hold on. Let me actually see. They're gonna make a reaction. That is a 19.
Oh boy.
At this point, they actually stop dead in their tracks from the arrow that hit the rock, and they just sort of stop there in place, slightly in fear. Basically, the cart has now stopped. You are
All right, everyone
there.
out. We're getting rid of
Alright,
these things.
So with that, they are classed as animals.
Ah, perfect.
But unless you know the language of Knoll, you're not going to be able to speak to them.
Let me guess.
Wait. Can animal friendship work on them?
You can try if you would like.
Is their intelligence usually?
Let me double check. Actually, let me double check exactly the spell.
If that doesn't work, I might be able to speak to them.
You can maybe try. Let me see.
They care.
If they care.
I'm aware that the words I'm speaking might not exactly be friendly and maybe rather profane, but I could speak to them.
Okay, alright, it's up to you. Alright, so at this point,
You bugger off!
Right, that's profane.
Right, guys, you guys can actually set your tokens if you would like, but you need to position yourself around the cart, please, within 5 feet of the cart.
All right.
And I forgot how to do
Where's
that.
my thing?
Under the second icon on the right, so the journal, you've got your character. Click and drag
Thank
your
you.
name.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
drag it into the square within 5 feet of the cart.
That's
Because
5
what's
feet
going
right
on, I
Okay,
would say,
got it.
Yeah, I would say that Goldie and Magnus need to be at the front, though.
Where's my character? I can't fucking find it.
All right, good. That is 5 square feet.
Yeah. Have you got it there, Kit?
No, I
Alright.
can't.
I got it. I got it for you.
Can I just say, and this is why we stick together.
Chris, you didn't answer my question, by the way.
Oh, what was the question exactly? Sorry.
How intelligent are they?
How intelligent? You can make a nature check and you can try to find out.
How do you move it? Wait, is this it?
Okay, I have a +3. Okay, plus.
No, that isn't it?
Hold on. Allow me.
I'm so sorry.
No. Don't apologize. It's okay. There you go. You should have access to it now. Oh, wow. Natural 20.
There we go.
What?
Natural 20 for Delion. Okay.
Wow.
So
Great
Del-
roll.
So Del, looking at the creature, when you get a good look at it as it stands up above the bush, and you can tell from looking at this, obviously you gathered it's a knoll, but you can clearly see the slight gruff hair that sticks on its back, the dripping saliva from its sharp, blood-stained teeth. You can also see the crossbow and the spear that is sitting within its hand. And you also can clearly see that this is a creature that's made for war, not for thinking.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't think talking to it is going to be best.
right,
Well,
right.
we'll
so
talk
it's
to them in the
pretty- so it's got
language
pretty
they
low
know.
So it's got pretty low intelligence, right?
It has intelligence is the lowest stat it's got. Yes.
Jesus.
You want to know how bad it is?
It's a 1, isn't it?
It's a 6, so it gets -2.
Yeah,
The
so
six-
that basically means it has an intelligence of a cup of water.
That's essentially
If I only had a brain.
Wait, it has an intelligence of
Basically
4?
normal.
6.
Six.
Basically, it has a -2 score.
Yeah, if it's an 8, it is a really stupid humanoid.
Yes.
Okay, so keep in mind, animal friendship. The spell fails if the intelligence is 4 or high. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher.
It is
Ew.
technically a 6, so it won't work.
But it's a
Wait.
-2 on intelligence, wouldn't
Oh,
it be?
so much for that
Oh,
plan.
it doesn't. That's the modifier, not the score.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Del, read the spell exactly what it is again, please.
Friendship. This spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration.
Yeah, it's got.
Being in
it's
charms
not-
a target, the spell ends.
Technically, yeah, by 4 or higher, it's not about a modifier, it's not about its actual score. It's a 6, so it won't work, I'm afraid.
Exactly.
But it won't work, I'm afraid. But, let's see. But at this point, you actually see the...
Hold on, guys. Someone's knocking on my door.
Alright. Okay.
Well, time to attack.
Well,
Agreed.
actually,
I'll go.
at this point, because of what's going on here, also, sorry, by one thing to mention, truly, with your perception, you also noticed, just as a small heads up, that you noticed the other cart that's nearby. You actually notice 4 dead bodies that are in the cart and scattered around it. And you can also see a trail of blood that is carpeted towards the place that has been labeled as fire.
That's right, I gotta roll for initiative.
I suggest we go to fire then.
Actually, guess what?
What?
But
This is where we're calling the part.
What?
Well, for a start, I
Oh,
don't know how
gotcha.
long Caitlin has.
and I actually do have to leave. So this is pretty convenient for me.
Same.
Surprise, bitches.
Damn it.
Yes,
Alright, that works
so
for me.
I'm afraid to say, guys, that is all. So, our crew successfully avoided my little ambush I planned for 3 days.
Go team!
Yes.
Fuck you, dumb
try,
bucket.
nice try, Chris. You still haven't got us yet.
Oh, you wait till you see where this is going.
Can we all agree that it was a good idea to stick together instead of splitting up?
I mean, I wanted to go face the feather and beat the shit out of him to get XP. I mean,
I know you did. I know.
For the record,
That'll be
for
next
the record,
time.
For the record, if you do that, just for the record, you only get XP that goes up to the next level because you guys are playing milestone, not XP grind.
Damn it.
So you'd
well,
only go up
at
one
least
level.
at least I would have got his nice loot and maybe the shard.
You have one with you now. But anyway,
Yeah,
guys,
well, I
that
want
is
more
all.
dragon.
So anyway, guys, that is all for tonight's live stream. So our heroes
What?
so well, because Caitlin and Chopper have to go,
Yeah.
or at least Caitlin is going to be probably called away soon. Should I specify?
I was
I didn't know. Well, I think I have to,
go.
we're gonna have to pay utilities in a bit soon.
All right, so fair enough then. So, in which case, guys, we will do a roll for initiative on the next episode. That is where we're going to do it. So, oh no, I gotta do this properly now because I heard that now. And so, our mighty heroes managed to get across the gnoll ambush that was waiting. But will they be able to get by this, or is this going to be a real dog's dinner before it messes up? Find out
Oh
in the
my
next
God.
episode of Perception.
Oh my.
Da, 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 da.
You just
Commence
have
Rock
to
the
do it.
Dragon.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
All right, fair enough, Caitlin. Speak to you later. All right, so
Like
a dragon.
So as Caitlin disappears off, with that said, if you were charged with joy with this stream, be sure and hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and check out the other videos on the channel. So next time, our heroes are going to take down the gnolls, or are the gnolls going to get their next luscious meal? We'll have to wait and see what happens. So with that said, your perceptions rolled low. That means you can't see anymore. So with that said, it's goodbye from Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers. It's goodbye from Dell. It's goodbye from Chopper.
Later.
It's goodbye from Aeon.
See ya.
It's goodbye from Raven.
That's me.
And goodbye from Caitlin. Bye. It's the best impression I had. But also, a small heads up. Next week, I actually have found out that I actually have the same days off as I did. So Sunday, we will be going back to Soul Silver, and Monday will once again be our D&D session.
Nice.
So, the question is, what awaits after this one? Because you guys got some juicy info.
Yeah.
The
And we got a lot of
Murder.
Yes, but the question
Yes.
is, where will this go? Hi, Smurf. Welcome, and we're just finishing up.
I really should have gotten better armor.
Yep, but you didn't think about that.
I did, but I didn't know my armor. I didn't realize how heavy armor was. So
Well,
also, I didn't know how much it was.
Too much.
But anyway, guys.
Too much.
But anyway, guys, with that said, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers signing off on Let's Play Live Dungeons and Dragons. Stay charged and catch you all later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Vote Quimby.